Inshallah and Ashe. That was a quickie. So we are on the cusp of a new moon. So what do you wish to materialize or take form in reality? What's the vision streaming in your heart space? What vision can you create to change your reality? So most of us don't even utilize our imaginal field, the imagination constructively. Most of us use it destructively. So imagining what we don't want. These are generative and degenerative forces. So it's time to imagine and visualize what we do want consciously or even deliberately magnetizing, becoming magnetic. It's time to kind of sit down with a pen and give yourself time and space to what your heart authentically desires. What do you really want? Heartfelt desires. Write them down and then create all of the ingredients, a written description of what it feels like in the present moment. Writing creates kind of thinking. Thinking's an aspect of creating an image. When these images start bubbling in, we create these image bubbles, if you will, visions in our mind, visions bubbling. So if you wish to change your world, you literally have to shift or change the vision. So with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, a subtle energetic surgeon, but I do go by the term holistic Sha medium. And my intention is to utilize the power of the indigenous technologies, the elemental realms, into the imaginal realm, along with our original divine blueprint to navigate our soul's harmonic, which is open and online today, through these realms into the shamanic portal, the 8th energetic star, the cosmic energies, subtle energies, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, personal medicine prescriptions, and rituals to really add to your container, your personal medicine, your prime directive, assisting you in discovering your inner genius, your personal medicine, the star that I believe we all are, reintroducing you to the magical essence, the being that resides within you, so that your light may even shine brighter. And my name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Heartfelt Authentically, please do organically, Tanya D. And again, a shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you for assisting and expanding and growing my show. Blessings to you and Ashe. Go ahead and hit the bell button as well so you are notified. And remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day, being the weekend, to get you on your way, echoing out the algorithm to other like-minded musers in the galactic universe, the world, and beyond, who may also muse about insights of the other world, the world of spirit, source, beings that are elemental, otherworldly, and so much more, even sigils. And you can also find me on other social platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and my Musing with Tanya D podcast. A variety of insight and information. And if your soul does wish to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, the universe, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky. It's a venue where you have some amazing options to assist you wherever you are, to guide you, along with a private sacred circle, a community to utilize as well. I really am your shamanic otherworldly assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we need a otherworldly perspective or somebody to kind of push us out that race gate. But being that the energy of the day is actually ruled by Jupiter, let's shift this up a little. Oh, let's see, what do I find here? Your options here are reading, writing, or visualizing. Those are the options. But the energy being Jupiter ruled, Jupiter's in the season of Aries, retrograde, however. So this is like channeling spirit, having a conversation with spirit or revisiting a conversation you've had with spirit on your actions and your characters and your behaviors, initiating or inducing spirit, taking a spirited or inspirited kind of action, having faith in the universe, streaming into our chalice. So with the new moon on the horizon, it really is time to take sacred space, be specific, be clear with your beliefs, the ones that are in your face, so to speak, like in your face, possibly finding some of them may have derived from outside channels, outside sources even, usually others in our day-to-day reality, but in sacred space, possibly in a meditative state, delta, maybe the gamma state in those brain states. So really looking into the vision of who you've become at this moment, the cycle, this stage, and notice what you believe about yourself to be true. Be curious, question everything, be open-minded, take notes, scribe your own story. So what could you include as an ingredient that you could add into your life on your stage? Switching up your wardrobe, maybe even shifting your gears, exploring the cabinets, adding new ingredients, even spices, like getting out of our muggle kind of mind, feeling stuck, maybe you're stagnating, maybe you're bored to life. So in order to shift our gears, changing what's in the cabinet or the cupboard, discovering new ways of seeing things, different perspectives, seeing yourself differently, becoming curious in that corridor, the soul's harmonic, this is where this all kind of coagulates and comes in. So just a few announcements. Again, the new moon Virgo style is definitely coming on the stage. We are at the prelude of being consciously aware of new endless possibilities and ways of believing in ourselves. It's an optimistic venue. So the last few days may have felt maybe like a scab or a wound you're picking, being that our heart is feeling curious. It's that childlike wonder, exploring uncharted grounds or territories, being open-minded, having a curious heart, bringing in hope, possibly faith, an attitude of being hopeful, and ponder what you believe about yourself and also why. It's kind of a main stage ingredient of our thinking, our thoughts, and our beliefs that we may have come to live by, which aren't even ours in the first place, and possibly even defining ourselves by being locked into a pattern of repeating those patterns in our belief corridor. So just reconsider your core beliefs within yourself, the ones that seem hard to believe to ever change before this moment. The universe has been moving us, thankfully, gradually and safely into a path of self-discovery. So really take a pen and a paper and ask yourself, what do you, within your soul, heartfelt believe you have become a part of in the past year? What's manifested? What is your reality over the past year? And opening the door to the conversation. So this is not a vision of what is. This is what you heartfelt believe you be. What are you being? It's the power of belief. It comes from this intimate bond, like sticky tape, with a perception. I'm thinking of sticky tape because I've got fly tape hanging in the windows. But it possibly may be one that we have of ourselves, whether it's true or not. It's not instigated by the soul, definitely not the soul's harmonic. So it really is time to go to the mountain, see through new eyes, shifting and changing our perception, a perspective that we may have of ourselves. So what conditions have you placed upon yourself that are really holding your field back, your energetic field, from becoming the star that you are? That's kind of what's streaming in. And also my meditation portal, Virgo Streaming, coming in September 4th. That is open to join the list. I can see you jumping on. I love it. 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And also the art of cowrie shell, your personal medicine. It's like, is your body calling for a 101? Cowrie shell divinations were brought to the West by Elder Melodoma Somé, part of the in Burkina Faso, part of the Dagara tribe. I'm certified by him. I'm a prodigy, a lifelong student of his and otherworldly artists as now. But the ancient art of cowrie shell divinations, these are indigenous technologies, rituals, they're food for the soul, cosmic debris, energetic hiccups, just investing in our personal medicine. It's like, what's the message sometimes? And go ahead and schedule a session to address the symptoms, forces of adversity. Ritual really is the prescription. It's what's prescribed in order to shift. It's also to move things that are in the way of blocking us from our inner genius, our life purpose, our gift. Really food for the soul. And again, the waitlist is open for monetizing your medicine, a witcher's way to manifest, which is really awesome, I must say. But why a witcher's? Well, I did a poll. That's where that's the title that won. It's about monetizing our personal medicine. It's a simple way to manifest. First, organically, we've got to find what the block is. Usually it's energetic in the subtle bodies. We skipped what we loved and what we feel, and even sometimes our beliefs, which are actually shifting today. So if you're in the fog of manifesting your soul's desires through our heart, join the Witcher's waitlist. That journey is going to begin with setting the foundation. I'm going to assist you to look through new eyes, and you're going to really do your own magic. So join the waitlist for round 2, setting the energetic foundation, cleansing of the spheres. That's the first thing we're actually going to address. The links are in the show notes, and I am keeping this to a limited group just because it's easier for people to be vulnerable sometimes, and like attracts like, right? So yeah, that's what's streaming in. And on the elemental highway, we've got a yin fly bugging me. We've got a yin metal pig of a day. It's a Xin Hai. But the pig and the tiger, they're having some fun, which is nice. The pig is the birth of the season of nature, wood, the east. East is wealth, it's vision, so that's awesome. Water is growing, our day is flowing. But of course, in the season of the monkey, it is a solid energy, but it's cold. It's cold yin metal. And yang water, it's actually polishing up our day to shine it up bright. The mountain, the yang earth, brings balance as well. But we again really need the sun and yin fire. Dry soil, warming up the earth. Maybe create an outdoor fire ritual to the goddess of the night, doing some moon rituals. I'll be posting some later. And then nature of wood. So we have an elemental evening, if you will. So be heartfelt, authentic in your voice, exploring what you believe you have become over this past year. Maybe rinse off some things, add some new things, move some streams, I guess. But our month pillar brings us an altruist. This is concerned about the well-being of the other, especially the indentured servants, if you will, unhealthy, poor, sick, weak, stuff like that. Often creating ballads and songs through ballads, addressing social injustices. Reminds me of the character in The Witcher, the show, by the way, which we are kind of seeing this. Mars is in Gemini, so this is kind of a war of words. Could be even a manipulation of words. The cosmic soup is kind of stirring, and Mars is connected to this new moon. They're kind of having a square off. But the year today brings in the performer. So this is natural, organic performing, being on the stage, lighting up our heart, being in the limelight. So it's about being an altruist performer today. The world's singing a new ballad, a new story, probably authentic truth, right? But fire, we do need a ritual to feed our soul, a new perspective, and what we believe about ourselves to be true. That's what's coming to the stage. And law of attracting, the wish of our heart's desires. Like attracts like. That's the frequency and the vibration of this new moon coming into reality, if you will. So a lot's kind of happening. I mean, I can feel it. Just saying. It's getting crazy out there. Okay, so are you going to be reading? Or are you going to be writing? Or are you going to be visualizing your story? Options. So if you chose visualizing, you get the Four of Swords. Nestled in a nest. I've actually seen this somewhere differently, but I like the nest, the comforts of a nest, right? A little chickadee. But the 4, that's the energy of this new moon, protecting what we are attracting, the mind, all the air signs, communication. This is a time of deep rest, solitude, right? Transmutation of our shadow self, healing from possibly a burnout, maybe taking a brief holiday from our reality. It's like a soul trance, I guess. Renewal, self-love. This is a deep resting period in our life. It's marking a moment for taking some intentional time to heal and some self-care. And it's more than just integral to our being, our wellness, but it's more to our essence, the being of all time at this moment, whether it's body, mind, spirit, and soul, or all of them. And how we heal is authentically our choice. If you can find quiet regeneration through sleep, the dream states, gamma, generally delta, I would say, or theta, kind of go into those restorative spaces and those other practices, similar to meditation, journaling, energy healing, sound healing, light, different octaves of healing, and consciously deciding to take a breath, a pause, slow down, and just do that processing before, sprinting forward. So often the hustle, right? We're stuck on this maze, the rat race, the hustle. It's tumultuous. And the only person who can really direct our own radical recovery is our own innate selves, our beingness. So tending to our wounds, our Chiron, as you may be on the verge of possibly some burnout. The nest does grow around us, birds, right? As we sleep, we are protected, we are safe, and the landscape of our life magically is going to shift as we fall into our own rejuvenation space, our dream energy state. Even in a dream state, we do a lot of transformation and transmuting of our experiences, and then we emerge renewed, whole, ready to rise. However, first we must rest. So it really is about having sweet dreams and giving ourselves permission to slow down, take a pause, take a breath, and heal, and writing down our visions, taking them to the fires, sleep on them, really going into an altered brain state, asking for that before you go to bed at night. So there's the message there. And if you chose, let's go here. If you chose reading, you get the Three of Pentacles, which is otherworldly, but nonetheless, 3 is actually the energy of today. So we started with the energy of tomorrow, the new moon, the 4, and now we've got the energy of today, which is recalibrating our beliefs, the season of reality, integrity, Pentacles, Virgo energy, Earth manifesting. It's also Taurus and Capricorn, but things are becoming manifest, heartfelt beliefs becoming manifested. I mean, I'm all game, right? Possibly. You could be having difficulty working with others. It's otherworldly. Maybe you're feeling like you need to listen or you're not being heard. Maybe there's some selfishness out there pushing your own agenda. We might be seeing that in the outer world, right? Not trusting the ability of our partners, our relationships, possibly even having a clash of the egos. That's kind of the clash between our ego and our beliefs, or working with other people's gifts. That literally is a gift for us, gifting us the opportunity to actually learn from each other, blending these energies to create something totally different, totally new. So it's time to kind of look for conscious collaborators as either mentors, apprentices, or both, co-creating in the cosmic soup together for the good of the entirety, the whole. That really is some powerful magic there. So it's about teamwork, community, kind of in the message, calling forth to really add our unique essence, our own flavor to the bigger picture, the mountaintop perspective. And remember that our relationships are really kind of a base of our environment, our well-being. So if you're having trouble with others, seek to align your goals, kind of merge them in order to cultivate peaceful unions, water, just having equality, beneficial relationships, doing the equal importance, of each other's story, the wisdom in the novel, the reading and the writing, right? So it's a way of being in the world, regardless of the relational hierarchy sometimes is out there. And everybody, everybody literally has something unique and enchanting to bring to the table, right? So even when life passes, timelines get entwined, it's time to create those harmonics, those states of harmony, as we are weaving our way in and out of each other's days and times and space, just welcoming the village into your heart, opening the doors of possibilities that didn't seem to exist before, stepping into that vibration of conscious collaboration. Uniquely, the energy of the day is kind of divine magic, all coagulating, if you will. And if you're going to start being a writer, the messages of the day, you get the King of the Pentacles, which is great, right? This is like the overflowing material of abundance is coming. A patience, you've been determined. That's kind of what brought you to this time and space. Being confident, being a warm, heartfelt leader, providing for others, giving comfort, security, and having your own personal growth, attaining your goals, knowing that you have reached them. So this is prosperity, it's success. He is fire. I can still see the fire of the orange, which reminds me of the sacral, the coin. I relate that to Taurus energy as well. curious, right? But you can see the magic essence of him. He's exuding this warmth. I believe he's sitting by a fire. He's got wisdom. It's like we're being welcomed with this heartfelt conversation about all the things in life, seeing things differently on the mountain. And just knowing, you've worked the fields, maybe you've met your soulmate, you've found your wealth. We're looking out over this dream manifesting. It's manifesting, becoming physical. He's offering us one of the tarot's most potent messages of prosperity, forthcoming abundance. But the most important thing to be done is like enjoy, be in the magic, in the essence of joy, the joy molecules. That's kind of the sweetness of the soul, and enjoying, right? The lessons, the challenges, the failures, even the success. And there's no such thing as failure. That's just about rinsing and repeating, seeing things differently. So we're kind of being reminded to get clear, get specific on where we want to be, to plan and envision. There's this manifesting power in the longing. It's like the tortoise and the hare. So there's a lot of joyful expansion that we can bring out of ourselves, our greatest potential, into existence, to manifest, to become real. Happiness happens when we do better than the last time. I know this myself. The pursuit of personal growth, just allowing ourselves the extravagance of, I was thinking of Maleficent, the magnificence of our desires, heartfelt. The rest is really a consequence of having faith, heartfelt faith, steady habits, courage to cultivate our galactic enormous dreams. Dream your biggest dream into life, right? Dream of the endless possibilities and potentials within the dream, dreaming them into existence, and having a steady comfort of desire and knowing your effort. So this really is about visualizing them into manifesting them, becoming real, holding the frequency of the vibration, specifically and especially with I want to call it the fragrance of this new moon. So be authentic to your reality, the one you are creating. It needs to be in the same synchronicity, resonating with that vibration, being aligned with inner integrity. So it's time to put a new belief about yourself, not the projected ones from the others. We all know what those feel like. Often beliefs stem from our emotional foundation and also our heart strings, like they're playing their own sound. So when we transform one or both, we then subscribe to a new channel. So it's time to try a new channel, subscribe to a new vibration, be an investigative reporter, investigate areas, feelings specifically, if you feel stuck, maybe in muddy water or a mud bog. So if you're feeling like a failure, you may believe that you've become one. However, it's not because you really failed. So the message is to alter the feeling behind the failure. That's the ingredient of changing the essence, the feeling. I mean, do you know how many live webinars, podcasts, etc. I've done? It's all about becoming clear, having integrity, and we are all capable of transforming like butterflies. So you may be coming to a I want to say a choreography, but a realization. Our soul's harmonic is online. So seeing through the eyes of source, the universe, imagine sitting at a cosmic roundtable, the universe's congress, a spiritual parliament, if you will. Archangels could be animal totems, all kinds of little characters. I kind of see it as a Star Wars kind of village. Not to be afraid, but a different frequency than the laws of man. Subscribe to that channel. The signs, the sigils, the meta symbols, the virtues, even streams of colors, peace, joy, happiness, love, integrity, my favorites. Healing the wounds of our timeline. Initiate an action to take inside of your chalice. Place it upon that universal altar, the heart. Elevate the yam chant, feeling yummy inside and out, vibrating everywhere. So it's a day to open to a new channel of beliefs introduced, even inducted. I like to see it as an inducted Hall of Fame, our own walk of fame in the spiritual world. The soul's harmonic, your personal medicine. The harmonic is soul initiated. Maybe create a sigil that you want to put on the spiritual walk of fame. Really, just in order to shift the way that you see the world, we can change the way we see ourselves when we see things differently with new eyes. Our inner and our outer world, just expanding, navigating, discovering. It's kind of like you're on your own cosmic cell ship. who you are, authentically heartfelt. So if the belief resonates within your soul's harmonic, become a better person. It kind of shifts the reputation field. If you're part of the energy body demystified, you know what I'm talking about there. So who I was last year is becoming a new essence this year is kind of the flavor. So be grateful and be hopeful for how far you have come. Getting comfortable is not okay. Become uncomfortable, unfamiliar. The magic is in seeing the otherworldly possibilities, those endless streams. So I would affirm I am visualizing a new portal, maybe a new channel of subscribing to, even believing differently than I have ever thought before. And to finish up, for sure join the Witcher's Waitlist to monetize your medicine, your Stars Prime Directive. The launch of this immersion is 2 or 3 weeks after the waitlist, which is out there. And we also have the Medicine Meditation Circle on the 4th of September. So be sure to join me for that and do some magical rituals. I mean, go write your story. Go write a new story, a new belief chapter that you can law of attract that aligns with the fabric of your destiny, the universe. And Ahhhh, thanks for tuning in. Gracias, grateful. And I will see you on Monday. Ahhhh.